So hello everyone, I'm actually here to make this video because it's lately a question that I've been getting more and more frequently as the time passes, and is how to get in sales. And it's kind of curious because I was just beginning a year ago, and the idea to this video came to me after a couple of days ago. I received a DM. It's like, I'm trying to get into sales. What should I do? What would be your professional advice? And then I just started typing and said stuff like, get a niche, narrow down, don't feel too outreach, follow up, and so on. And then I just decided, okay, I should probably just make a guide and pretty much guide around how's my story being so far. So I pretty much got into sales just as one way to, let's say, escape from the server life. I was doing it quite reasonably, but I was not really happy. I kind of felt like my life was stuck on that parameter. I was just looking for ways to escape. I stumbled upon a lot of videos of big entrepreneurs saying a skill that you should have is sales, and you know, pretty much everybody was talking around it. So at some point, I actually decided to see if I could move into sales in the hotel that I was working. I did my diligence, I applied, and so on, and I had no path towards doing it over there. So what I pretty much decided is to just take the plunge and quit. I think it was a great investment overall after this point. Yeah, it's been a year so far that I've been doing sales. So the number one step is just take the plunge. You'll be fine. You just have to realize too, how much can you risk, and what would be when you reach to your danger point. Let's say, I don't know, if you're having a house that you're gonna lose it, or you're gonna divorce, or something like that. In my case, was not extreme, so I was very reckless as well. But you just need to find out what's your point. The other one, before you start actually introducing yourself to sales, it would be just consume a lot of content. Consume a lot of content around that mentality, around that learning, because it will kind of brainwash your your mind into a new perspective, let's say, and it will push you towards that kind of character that you will need to be. The other very important is try to gather a network around you. It could be either paid, or it could be just everyday people that you maybe encounter in your life. Let's say you go to the gym and you have a lot of people that work in this environment. Those will be great relationship, great mentors, and so on that can guide you along the way. That certainly happened to me both online and through person. So it's a great way to actually take the plunge as well. The other thing that now you have to do is pick up your niche. Narrow down of what you truly want to sell, because at the end of the day, you will have to convince yourself that what you are selling or consulting upon is something that will definitely enhance people's life. No matter what it is, you have to be very knowledgeable of it and be on top of the industry and actually care about it. That was kind of like my first mistake, because I was all around over the place. I didn't know what niche I wanted to serve. I went to solar, real estate, insurance, life insurance, and it was pretty much a disaster. I had no heads to fall upon until I kind of got into either marketing and travel, and I certainly help. I certainly like helping businesses, and I certainly enjoy giving opportunity to people to visit places that I myself like. So that's a good factor that I found, and that's why I love selling so far. The other thing now is that you have an age, now you have the network, that now you have the mentality is to find for who you want to work. Try looking for the company and not only do the applying job thing, because that will just put you under a pile of resumes and so on. And you definitely want to avoid that, especially if you are someone that is just starting. Your resume will just get buried down under tons and tons of competitors that are thinking the exact same idea as you. Then the other thing that I would say is don't feel afraid to outreach to people. Let's say you outreach to me to get some advice and what you can improve on your outreach to actual employers. And then of course, outreach to your potential employers who can employ you, who can bring you into their network and so on, and get advice from there. Prove them that you are actually willing to take the step towards being employed. And especially with recruiters, just by you being in the face and communicating to them, you show that willingness to work on that. Now, a very big point here, and something that I was quite lacking at the very beginning, is to actually follow up if they don't reply. Many people will just give up on the first attempt if they don't give a reply. But very important is that you follow up, because sometimes many messages just get piled down under noxious amounts of DMs and so on. So you just need to follow up, and what that will basically make is not only show your interest, but put your message on top, and then on the top again, and on the top again. At some point, someone has to reply, either go away, or okay, I might give you a chance. And that's what you are actually seeking for. Now, let's say you actually get the role, you actually are doing what you're supposed to do, and now you're finally earning some money at sales. The next thing is, at the beginning, you're gonna suck. And you might think there is something wrong with you, but all you need to understand is pretty much everybody has gone through this process. At the very beginning, I was actually doubting myself in so many occasions, saying, okay, perhaps something is with me. I see people doing 5, 10 sales within a week, and I cannot even get 2 in the whole month. That's something that might happen to you. And it might be for a lot of different factors. Let's say, I don't know, your ability to close, or your willingness to follow up, or you just gave up like very sooner than you would have to. You have to record yourself. You have to always look out for advice, and always try to pinpoint those areas that you have failed before. Overall, the more you kind of find those errors and try to fix them, the next time you encounter that bump again, you will know exactly how to avoid it, or how to overcome that objection, or even better, to present it in a way that such question or objection never even comes into place, because you have set everything clear for your own success. Overall, the best advice is just to keep pushing. I just began no more than a year ago, and as you've seen, my English is not my primary language, and even though I'm able to do it, so why not you? So go ahead, take the plunge, and good luck.